Good morning, Falcons. Today is April 7th, 2026. I'm Liliana,
I'm Eli.
and this is your view from the Falcons Nest. Today, many John students will be able to vote in an election for the first time. If you are 18 or will be by Election Day next month and are registered to vote, you can vote in your county clerk's office in LaPorte, Marshall, or St. Joseph counties. Early voting continues until the primary. If you want to vote in person next month, contact your county voter registration office located in the county clerk's office.
In today's edition of Health Minute, it's often easy to overlook the people who take care of those who need help. A new study shows just how much of an impact caregivers have in Indiana. The 1.11 million Hoosiers who act as caregivers to parents, spouses, and other adults or loved ones contribute $16.1 billion in unpaid labor each year. Family caregivers assist disabled or elderly loved ones with daily tasks like toileting, dressing, and preparing meals. Caregivers are increasingly likely to engage in complex tasks like wound care or administering injections, increasing the hours of unpaid labor they perform collectively. Hoosiers caregivers perform an estimated 860 million hours of unpaid labor that would otherwise be valued at $16.1 billion each year if they were compensated at the market rate of 18.68 cents, $18.68 per hour. The report found, and that's this week's edition of Health Minute.
The Indiana Department of Transportation announced on Monday the State Road 23 road resurfacing project between South Bend and North Liberty will resume on Wednesday. The work will include lane closures on State Road 23 between Wolf Street and North Liberty and Olive Street and Locust Road in South Bend. Flaggers will be in place while work is being done. The lane closures are for road resurfacing and road widening in some locations. There will also be a small structure replacement conducted between US 20 and 31. US 2031 and Island Road as part of this contract. Officials say this work will require full closure of State Road 23 and is currently scheduled to start in late May. The official detour will follow US 2031, US 31, and State Road 4.
The Glen Girls softball team barbecue dinner fundraiser is Sunday. Pulled pork sandwiches tickets are $12. Sandwiches, chips, and water will be available for pickup from noon to 2 p.m. See team members for tickets. Many John Glenn students spent their spring break in Italy, and now another foreign trip is being planned. See the posters throughout the building for details of an informational meeting April 16th.
There's still time to purchase the 60th anniversary edition of The Friendship, John Glenn's yearbook. Reserve your copy for $50 or $40 per John Glenn student if you have more than one in your household. Seniors also are again offered the special deal of all 4 years of yearbooks from their high school career for just $100. Personalization and icon options also are available on the Jostens website. You can pre-order at John Glenn by sending cash, check, or a money order to room 146. Checks and money orders should be made payable to John Glenn High School. If you're feeling the brunt of gas prices, you can pay in 3 installments on the Jostens website. Not a weather with Ryan.
Today's weather is an actual temperature of 26, real feel of 24, fair air quality and partly cloudy. Now the 3-day forecast. Tuesday's going to be a high 45, partly cloudy, a low of 31. Wednesday's going to be a high 64, partly cloudy, a low of 51. Thursday's going to be a high 68, rainy, and a low of 51. Now sports with Blake.
Inclement weather canceled sporting events other than the JV baseball game last night. Tonight, the varsity baseball team hosts the Rochester Zebras in their season debut. The JV travels to Rochester. Tomorrow, the boys golf team hosts New Prairie. The tennis team takes on Triton. Thursday, the softball team will be at Triton, and the boys varsity track team will be at Rochester. Friday, the JV baseball team will be at Berrien Springs. The varsity hosts Berrien Springs. Saturday, the boys golf team competes in the Rochester Invitational. The girls tennis team hosts its own invitational. The baseball team hosts Washington Township, and our softball team will play in a 3-way doubleheader with Rochester and Pioneer. You can vote for John Glenn's Gabe Goodsell for a South Bend Tribune preseason baseball player of the year. Both can be cast daily at www.southbendtribune.com. The John Glenn JV baseball team defeated North Judson last night by the score of 14-4. Brandon Godette led the Falcons with a first inning 3-run home run and struck out 6 in 4 innings. While picking up the victory on the mound, Briggins Miller struck out 4 batters in 2 innings of relief. Tonight, the JV travels to Rochester to take on the Zebras. And now back to lunch with Ryan.
Today's lunch is chicken, fajita strips, meatloaf sandwich, Uncrustable, ham and chef salad. The sides are taco toppings and corn. Have a great day, Falcons.